Welcome to the Workplace Minute, powered by H3 HR Advisors and sponsored by WorkHuman. Thanks for joining me for a quick update on what's important in the world of work. My name is Steve Boese. Today on the Workplace Minute, we're talking about one of the biggest disconnects in the business world right now. Companies are spending billions on artificial intelligence, but most of them are still struggling to show meaningful business results from it. Let's break it down. According to Gallup's 2026 State of the Global Workplace Report, organizations have poured roughly $40 billion in the enterprise AI investment. Yet 95% of organizations report seeing zero measurable impact on their profits. Even more striking, a National Bureau of Economic Research survey of nearly 6,000 executives found that 89% say AI has had no effect on labor productivity over the past 3 years. And inside organizations that have already implemented AI, 12% of employees strongly agree that AI has actually transformed how their work is done. That could stop every HR leader, CIO, CEO, and so on in their tracks. Because if the AI tools are improving, and if adoption is more widespread, and if companies are spending aggressively, then why are these results still so underwhelming? Gallup points to an answer that I think many organizations are probably underestimating. It's management. The report theorizes that the strongest predictor of successful AI adoption is not the sophistication of the technology, it's not the model, it's not the platform, it's not even the vendor. It's whether a direct manager actively supports the team's use of AI. Gallup found that in organizations investing in AI, the top two drivers of frequent AI use are first, AI integration with existing systems, and second, manager-led AI adoption. Employees who strongly agree that their manager actively supports their team's use of AI are nearly 99 times more likely to strongly agree that AI has transformed how work gets done in the organization. And they're also more than 97 times more likely to strongly agree that AI gives them more opportunities to do what they do best every day. Just think about how extraordinary that is. We spend so much time talking about copilots, automation, the latest agentic AI tools, but the real bottleneck might be the person leading the weekly team meeting. And here's where things get even more complicated. Managers themselves are struggling. Global employee engagement has now declined for 2 straight years and sits at just 20%, lowest level since 2020. And Gallup estimates that low engagement cost the world economy approximately $10 billion in lost productivity last year alone, or about 9% of global GDP. So much of that decline is being driven by managers. Since 2022, manager engagement has dropped by 9 points globally, falling from 31% to just 22%. In 1 year alone, from 2024 to 2025, manager engagement dropped 5 points. Managers used to have what Gallup called an engagement premium, but now they're increasingly only as engaged as the people they're leading. So let's be honest about what many companies are doing. They're asking burned out managers to lead these major AI transformation efforts while giving them larger teams, more pressure, less support, and often very little training on how to actually coach employees through these changes. Then leadership wonders why adoption is slow. That's not really an AI problem, it's a management problem. OpenAI itself reportedly says that the primary constraints are no longer model performance or tools, but organizational readiness and implementation. Gallup makes the same argument. Even though the most sophisticated neural networks cannot overcome an indifferent or overwhelmed team leader. HR leaders, this should be a major strategic signal. If your AI strategy begins and ends with buying the software, you're probably going to be disappointed. AI implementation is now a leadership capability issue, and it's a manager effectiveness issue, and it's, of course, an employee trust issue. Before asking whether your company needs this AI tool or a new AI tool, it may be worth asking a harder question. Are your managers equipped to lead people through these changes at all? Because the future of work is not going to be determined by who buys the best AI. It's going to be determined by who builds the best managers. That's it for today's show. Big thank you to WorkHuman for supporting the Workplace Minute. Be sure to subscribe to the HR Happy Hour Network on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Steve Boese, and this has been the Workplace Minute from H3 HR